Welcome to Springdale School, where mysteries hide in plain sight. Today we continue Case 1, The Silent Clock Tower. All right, let's begin. Chapter 3, Patterns in the Wind. The clock tower did not make a sound on Wednesday. That should have ended the question. Instead, it felt like the pause at the end of a sentence, waiting for the next word. Springdale moved through the day, as if nothing unusual had happened. Bells rang. Doors opened and closed. Someone dropped a lunch tray in the cafeteria and blamed the floor. By afternoon, Tuesday already felt thin, like a memory you weren't sure you could trust. Aarav slowed near the courtyard anyway. The tower stood against the sky unchanged. Gray stone. Unmoving glass. Silent hands. The wind brushed past him, light and restless. He listened carefully, the way he always did when he hoped not to be disappointed. Nothing. Maya noticed his pause. "You're waiting for it," she observed. Aarav nodded once. "I was." Leo tilted his head toward the clock face. Maybe it was a one-time thing. Ben angled his chair so he could see both the tower and the trees along the edge of the grounds. Or maybe it only happens when something else does. Zara stopped walking. "Like what?" Ben shrugged. "Weather." They found themselves in the library again without planning to. None of them had gone home right away. Lately, the library had a way of stretching time instead of pushing it forward. Maya opened her notebook and drew a straight line across the page. Above it, she wrote, "Clocktower." Below, another line, "When it makes a sound." Leo watched her pencil move. "You're assuming it'll happen again." "I'm assuming it didn't happen for no reason," Maya replied. Ben nodded. Tuesday was windy. "Not chaotic," Aarav added. "Steady." Maya underlined the word. Zara leaned back in her chair, arms folded. "Then why didn't it happen today?" Maya didn't look up. "Because not all wind is the same." Leo frowned. "That sounds made up." Maya slid a thin book across the table. Weather records. Charts. Tables. Margins filled with numbers that looked dull until you paid attention. She flipped to a page and traced a column. Tuesday. 12 miles per hour. Same direction. Sustained. Then another page. Today? Gusts. Starts and stops. Ben's eyebrows lifted. So the clock prefers consistency. Zara's mouth curved. "Don't we all?" Maya checked the time column again. Peak wind was between 4 and 5. Aarav straightened. 4:17. Maya circled the time. Leo leaned back, suddenly quiet. "That's too exact." Zara met his eyes. "So is the rule." Leo pulled a history of Springdale from his bag and opened it again. He didn't skim this time. He read slowly, letting each sentence settle. "This part still bothers me," he admitted. "It just stops." Zara leaned over his shoulder. "Sometimes records stop where people don't want to continue." Ben rolled closer to the window. Outside, the trees moved together, not rushing, not hesitating. "My granddad used to say places remember things people don't," he reflected. "That buildings listen." Aarav felt his shoulders ease. He hadn't realized how tightly he'd been holding himself. Maya looked up from her notebook. "If that's true, then the tower doesn't need fixing." Leo frowned. "Then what does it need?" Maya hesitated, pencil hovering. "Alignment. Between what?" Zara pressed. "Between what it was built to do," Maya said, "and what's happening now." They sat with that. Outside, the wind shifted again. Aarav noticed the pause before the movement, the way the leaves seemed to agree before stirring. He waited. The clock tower remained silent. Leo exhaled slowly. "So what now?" Ben turned from the window. "Now we keep paying attention." Zara stood. "And we decide what kind." As they packed up, Aarav lingered near the notice once more. No entry under any circumstances. The words felt heavier now. Less like a rule. More like something unfinished. Waiting. Outside, the wind shifted. For a brief moment, the trees moved in perfect rhythm. Steady. Consistent. At exactly 4:17, the glass of the clock face caught the light. And somewhere inside the tower, a gear turned. Once. End of chapter 3. Well, let's discuss what we think of the case so far. Here's a question for you. When something doesn't behave the way you expect, how do you decide whether to change it or study it longer? Springdale School Mysteries books and workbooks are available on Amazon. with reading activities and creative challenges. Links are in the description. Thank you for learning with us.